Have you ever wondered if a Chinese admiral reached the shores of Africa and possibly even the Americas, decades before Columbus set sail? Welcome to Epic Time Journeys. Today we explore the incredible voyages of Admiral Zheng He, a man whose expeditions may have redrawn the map of global exploration long before the Age of Discovery officially began. Zheng He was no ordinary sailor. Born in 1371 to a Muslim family in Yunnan, China, he was captured by the Ming army as a boy and castrated, becoming a eunuch servant at the imperial court. But fate had bigger plans. Rising through the ranks, Zheng He became the trusted confidant of the Yongle Emperor, who granted him command of a vast fleet, unlike anything the world had ever seen. From 1405 to 1433, Zheng He led 7 epic voyages across the Indian Ocean. His fleet was massive, some say over 300 ships and nearly 28,000 men. Among them were the legendary treasure ships, or colossal wooden vessels measuring up to 400 feet long, dwarfing anything Europe could build for centuries. From 1405 to 1433, Zheng He led 7 epic voyages across the Indian Ocean. His fleet was massive, some say over 300 ships and nearly 28,000 men. Among them were the legendary treasure ships, or colossal wooden vessels measuring up to 400 feet long, dwarfing anything Europe could build for centuries. Zheng He's official mission was diplomacy, to showcase the Ming Dynasty's might establish tributary relations and collect exotic gifts. But unofficially, some believe he was charting a course for global domination, mapping uncharted waters, forging new trade routes, and perhaps setting foot on distant lands. His fleet visited Southeast Asia, India, the Persian Gulf, and East Africa, centuries before European caravels arrived. In places like Malindi and Mombasa, he exchanged silks and porcelains for ivory giraffes and zebras, gifts that stunned the Chinese court. But here's where the story turns mysterious. Some controversial theories suggest Zheng He may have reached Australia. Others claim his navigators explored the coast of the Americas, decades before Columbus or Vespucci. British author Gavin Menzies in his book argues that Zheng He's fleet circumnavigated the globe, mapping Antarctica, reaching the Caribbean, and even influencing European cartographers. Mainstream historians remain skeptical. Critics argue that Menzies' theory lacks solid archaeological or textual evidence. Chinese records make no mention of transoceanic exploration beyond Africa, and no confirmed artifacts place Zheng He in the Americas. Still, the theory captures the imagination. Could ancient Chinese mariners have unlocked the secret to global navigation? Did the maps that guided Magellan and Columbus carry the ghostly echoes of Zheng He's voyages? What we do know is this: Zheng He's expeditions marked a golden age of Chinese maritime power. They demonstrated the capability and ambition of a civilization reaching outward with unparalleled scale and sophistication. What we do know is this: Zheng He's expeditions marked a golden age of Chinese maritime power. They demonstrated the capability and ambition of a civilization reaching outward with unparalleled scale and sophistication. Yet after Zheng He's final voyage, the tide turned. China withdrew into isolation, the treasure ships were left to rot, the blueprints destroyed, and naval exploration banned. A great maritime legacy was lost to time. But the legend of Zheng He endures, part history, part mystery, and entirely epic. So was Zheng He the true discoverer of the New World? The evidence may be murky, but the story is clear. Long before Europe ruled the seas, a Chinese admiral led the greatest fleet on Earth into the unknown. Thanks for watching Epic Time Journeys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover more forgotten chapters from history's greatest adventures.